Good evening. Welcome back to Live with C4 Operations. Tonight we're going to be talking about motor vehicle reports and motor vehicle records. Always fun and exciting stuff, I know, but we will cover some of that for you. If you, as part of your background check, you need to do a motor vehicle report, motor vehicle records, what that is going to do, you're going to get all of the motor vehicle history of that person. So there's a few things to talk about with it because it's a very good report, first of all, so that you know that. There are no holes and gaps in it. It's nothing that needs to be verified. It's not just a database. It actually, if you're using the one that we at C4 use, it actually comes right from the state's information. So it is that you're going to get the same exact report from us that you're going to get when you go down to your local DMV office or DOT office and you get the report from them. It's going to be the same exact report. The only difference is it's inside of the rest of your reports with us, with C4 Operations. It's all housed in there, and it is all obviously soft copy, computerized to where you've got it on there. If you go down to the DOT, you have to wait in line, and you have to get the hard copy, etc. The other thing about that is if you rely on your applicant to go get their own, a lot of those can be altered before they get to you, so you need to be careful of that. Obviously, if you go through us, it comes straight from the DOT or MVR computers, straight into our system and straight into the report. So there's no chance of it being altered or changed or anything before it gets to you. The other thing you want to watch out for is some people think, oh, I get my MVR records, I get the driving records inside of my other reports. Well, yes, sometimes you do. Sometimes inside of like a national crim report or even some county reports, you'll see some driving records. But that is not a complete driving history. That's the difference. With the MVR report, if you pay and get the extra, the MVR motor vehicle report, that is actually straight from the DOT or MVR office. If you get it inside of your county reports, some counties are in the habit of adding that to their criminal reports. Some counties don't do it. So there's a lot of holes and gaps and not necessarily full or complete information in those types of records. So you might be missing out on a lot of information that you think you're getting if you're not paying for a separate motor vehicle report. Now let's talk about that part of it, paying for it. Every state is different. The best thing to do is check and see either with your background check company, obviously with C4, we can tell you exactly what the list is and the charges for your particular state, wherever you may be located. And then you'll know, and it's going to be the same every time. It's not like it's different for every person or anything like that. The state has one fee. We add on a fee for that onto the state fee to make it because of what we call the electronic access information fee, because like I said before, all of that information becomes part of the report inside of that. And so to handle that through the vendor and through our proprietary platform there's programming and such that needs to take place. So that's what you're paying for, is the few extra dollars there. But other than that, most states come instantly. Not all states, but most states come instantly. There are a couple of states that you have to sign a separate disclosure form for, Washington and Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania takes a good couple of weeks to get a motor vehicle report. So you need to be careful in Pennsylvania and make sure that you plan for that. Washington doesn't take any longer, but because of the disclosure, it can take a couple of days to get that. But it doesn't take any longer than the rest of your report. It'll be done by the rest of your report time. And then the rest of the states actually come back instantly. So you would be able to get those instantly. Obviously, the rest of your report doesn't come back instantly, so you're going to wait a day or two for those reports anyway, or 3 days. But by the time those are all done, your MVR reports will all be back. And then a lot of people ask, well, on a commercial license, do you get more than one state? The answer is yes. For a commercial license, every state that person is licensed in, you will get a report for those states for that by their license. If you can get those separate ones. But for just a regular, anything but a commercial license, you can only get the one state, because most people can only be licensed in one state. So if you move to a new state, usually what they do is they make you turn in your old driver's license to get your new driver's license. But that's not the case with commercial drivers. So you can get more than one state on the MVR report for a commercial driver. But other than that, it is just the one state that you pay for, and when you do get multiple ones, you have to pay for each state. That's about it. It covers things like accidents and tickets and things like that. It does not give you a point reference on there. There's no points on there or anything like that. By points, I mean, you got 2 points on your license, or you got 4 points on your license. It doesn't give you a point count. It just tells you what any of the offenses were, any of the charges were, maybe a DUI, or maybe a speeding ticket, or any of those types of offenses will be on there. Some states cover it for 3 years, some states cover it for 5 years, some states cover it for 7 years, and there's actually 1 or 2 states that actually will go unlimited or lifetime if you chose that. Most of our reports are in the 3 to 5 year range, but again, it depends on the state and what the information is that they give to us, and that's what we give to you. So I think that covers it for motor vehicle reports. They're a very good report, very solid report, a lot of good information in there, and very reliable information, so you can rely on those. Like I say, as always, if you have any questions about MVR reports or how to get those, what to do, give us a call here at C4 Operations. We'll be glad to tell you about that. Other than that, have a great week. Join us next week, and thank you very much. Good night.